All right, real quick, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. This is an astrology video for those new subscribers who are wondering why you see music and entertainment and film and stuff like that instead of astrology. I still do astrology. I'm still an astrologer. If you really want the meat and potatoes, hey yo, subscribe, become a member. Go to the membership and become a member. I promise you, you will see and hear stuff there that will blow your mind. You will appreciate it. It's valuable. All right. Even if you want to just check in real quick and check out, that's fine with me. But this channel is merging and morphing into what I want it to become. So I still do astrology. I still do readings and all of that. Go to the membership. All right. Um. So real quick update. So for those of you who don't know, zodiac chart or your zodiac chart, right? Your horoscope chart, should I say? I call it also the solar dial. Is when you, if you're a Pisces or if you're a Cancer or if you're a Scorpio, you count your first house as the sun sign that you are. And I've spoken about ways in the past of how to extract what you can obtain from that during each day and bring it home to your natal chart. Now, your natal chart may be different. Like if you're a Scorpio, you'll look at your horoscope chart and say, okay, Scorpio is my first house. And that's like equated to source speaking to you directly, right? A one on one connection. And if you're a third house Scorpio, however, when you sit down at night and you go over your charts and you say, okay, well, how can I take what I learned from today as being a Scorpio in the first house to being a Scorpio in the third house? That was my method for some time. I'm here now to tell you that I've changed my tune on that, and I'd recommend that you do as well. But just in case you don't feel like it or you've been used to doing it that way and it works for you, that's fine. But I would at least recommend for you to try what I'm saying. Easiest way to do that is to track the moon. The moon moves quicker than all the rest of the celestial bodies and the planets. So you'll be able to see within a 3 day window period if what I'm saying is more accurate for you. So what I mean is this, ultimately, if you're a third house Scorpio, then you should be reading your natal chart day to day. And the reason why I'm saying this, and of course this differs for if you, let's say you're a first house Pisces, right? Then you don't got to worry about what I'm saying because your first house Pisces, according to the horoscope chart, and your first house Pisces according to your natal chart. So you don't got to worry about that. And well, that goes for the rest of y'all who are first house, whatever sun sign you are. But for those of you who have different sun signs, right? Second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, I recommend that you stick to your natal chart. Reason being is this, right? Let's say, or look at it like this. If there's an entity that is speaking to all of us as a collective, it is an easier way to predict your behaviors if you look at your horoscope, right? Because that means the entity that is speaking to us, which is still going to be source in all of the other planets that are transiting where they're transiting, right? They're going to be able to influence us and direct us in the way that is predictable without even knowing what time we were born. So if we're all a group of Pisces and they say, okay, well, we're speaking to Pisces on the first house, they're used to looking at Pisces being their first house now because they always look at their horoscope every day, then that means the pledge or the information that we provide them for today, they're going to take that into heart. Now, don't get me wrong. I still am a confirmer that the first house horoscope logic is accurate. But think about this on a deeper level. Why is it so accurate? Because that entity is able to lull all of us into that house, that first house, right? So again, they're better prepared to predict our behaviors and what we do based upon that type of knowledge. But we must not forget that we were made special. We were created special at a specific time on this earth. So, and when we're talking about God and we're talking about source, right? What makes us think that we weren't individually created special enough to have our own temperament, to have our own one-on-one conversation with God? Because when you really think about it, and again, I have to correct myself, If we're having a one-on-one conversation with God or source, then God is going to be speaking to our hearts based upon the exact time that God created us, not based upon Eastern time, Mountains Pacific time, based upon our first house. They're going to be speaking to us, or God is going to be speaking to us based upon a particular time that we was born. Just like they said in the scriptures, you know, every hair on our head. God knows every hair on our head. So God knows every time that we was born. But these writers of these horoscopes don't. They don't. So what makes us uniquely special is the particular time that we were born. And I've done this, I've tracked this for like about a month now straight. Like just now, right? Taurus, the sun is in Taurus right now. So for me, it's the ninth house. Now, if I was looking at it from a horoscope point of view, it would be my third house. I got a flip chart. Very testing, very challenging chart to have if you got a flip chart. But anyway, so ninth house is higher way of thinking, higher education, long distance travels, publishing to reach people, a larger audience of people, right? But when you flip it and make it the third house, which is what the horoscope would suggest for me, because I'm a Pisces, right? Pisces, Aries, Taurus, then it means the immediate community, the immediate vicinity that I reside in, right? It means communicating. It means, and not only that, but it also means, you know, like the money and everything that's associated with Taurus, because that's the student. But the classroom is what makes the difference here. So I go outside, I'm pushed to go outside. Now, mind you, the moon is in air right now. It's in Aquarius. It's in the Gemini Deacon. So this kind of like made me go outside to test this for today. So I go outside and I go to the store. Didn't really want to go to the store because I got a fourth house solar return this year, and I'm really like buying food and all types of stuff in bulk to save money and just be at home more. Because if you don't know, yeah, inflation is serious out here, right? So it's kind of like real highway robbery when you go out there to the stores and buy anything these days. But I went out there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Test the waters. I go out there, did not feel connected to my community like that. I didn't even want to spend the money in the community like that. Even when I was in the store, I'm just sitting there and it just felt like almost eerie, to keep it a being with you. Like my mind is more focused, right? The sun represents focus and concentration. It's more focused on my ninth house, like going out like far, miles, traveling somewhere to do what it is that I do, especially to make money. Like I'm not going nowhere if it ain't no money involved on some long distance shit, because I truly have a ninth house in Taurus in my natal chart, not in this horoscope chart. I'll go outside and I see there ain't no money here. It ain't no money here, and that's not a slight to the community. It just is what it is. Like there ain't no money here, B. It ain't. When I make sales and then stuff like that, I'm not making it in my community. People that get readings from me, they live far away from me. California, Texas, Georgia, all over the place. They don't live maybe 5%, if that, are from New York. You understand what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, y'all. I'm telling you. Take your time and do this. Like I said, the moon today is in Aquarius. It's in the Gemini Deacon right now as I'm recording this video. You'll be able to discern what is more speaking and resonating to you, with you. Is it your natal chart or is it the horoscope chart? All right. Come back, get in the comment section. Let me know how it goes for you. If you've been tracking this already and you already came to decide, get in the comment section and let me know. You know what I'm saying? Extend the thread. And once again, y'all know I'm on a creative run. I'm sorry that I got to disappoint some of y'all because y'all haven't been seeing no new astrology videos. But if you really take astrology serious, you'll become a member. Till next time, I'm out.